So, hello there, I'm Trevor Leck, and this is about my debut novel, The Cubit Quest. And hello there to Mrs. Mummy's Booknerds. First question, what inspires your writing? Well, just about everything, really. The Cubit Quest sees 12-year-old Charlie Watkins on this adventure story to find the Cubit and ultimately save his dad. But there's lots of things in there that inspire me, things like crunching tackles and football matches, winning the cup, but there's the afterlife, there's all sorts of things, and of course the obligatory arch-villain that's always hell-bent on world domination. So what's your favourite thing about being a writer? Or seeing somebody go through a whole host of emotions is such a wonderful thing to see. There's few things better than hearing somebody gasp at your words, or seeing their confused face when they wonder how sort of Charlie is ever going to get out of a certain situation. What's the toughest part of being a writer? Well, one of the toughest parts I've found is not really the writing itself, it's what happens after the writing. You're pretty sure you've got this product that you think people will enjoy, but the question is, how do you get it out there to a mass market? To say that the book industry is cutthroat, it's probably more cutthroat than a convention of pirates, really, and that's probably an understatement. If you could not be a writer, what would you be? It's a tough one. I could never see myself not writing. I use writing as an escape, and it's a fantastic hobby, and it's a great way to get away from the everyday pressures in life. And you could say it's in the blood, really. And why wouldn't you want to write about 12-year-old Charlie and see him battle against everything that the world has got to throw against him, including a bunch of suit-wearing thugs that are hell-bent on doing him some harm? If you could write a story, what would the story of your life be entitled? I would probably title the book The Secret Novelist. Other than my wife, nobody knew I was writing for the better part of a decade. But that didn't matter really, because nobody was going to read anything, right? What is your favourite book of all time? Probably one of the Harry Potter books. Probably The Half-Blood Prince, because that really did make me laugh out loud. I'm reading The Prisoner of Azkaban to my 9-year-old boys at the minute, Ben and Matt, and that's not too shabby either. Which character from any book are you most like? If you put a lightning scar on my head, I could probably double for Harry Potter himself. I did actually do that at a recent fancy dress party, and got away with it too, I might add. But if I was Harry, and certainly after the end of The Half-Blood Prince, I'd probably stay indoors and have a nice cup of tea, to be fair. So what character from your book are you most like? I like the nastier characters, like the Red Dragon the best, certainly to write about. He's like every James Bond villain rolled into one. And like I say, he's great to write about, but he's not me. And then there's Dmitri, the Russian, with his good looks and his muscles, and makes every woman swoon. But that's not me either. And then if you take Charlie, he's just an average, mousy-haired boy with no real perception of his true talent. Something which you think you could say of everyone, and probably of me too. Which book would you love to take a weekend vacation inside of? That's probably an easier one. Like I said, I'm reading The Prisoner of Azkaban at the moment, and who wouldn't want to go to Hogsmeade for a weekend? There's Honeyduke's Sweet Shop and there's Zonko's Joke Shop. It would be a real blast, really. What is your favourite season? For me, summer, definitely. I love the heat and the long evenings. But when it comes to writing, I think you've really got to go winter. And probably the colder, the better. A roaring log fire, bad weather, a glass of wine, an imagination running wild. What could be better, really? So next question, what inspired your book cover? This is a really good question. I had a concept cover made courtesy of a fantastic artist and fantastic friend, Andrew Estale. But the publisher and some of the feedback I had said it was probably centred around too young an audience. So I went to the publisher, and the only remit was to give me something cool, which I think they delivered on, and I love it. Tell me something funny that happened while on a tour, or something about promoting your book. Some of the questions really can come out of left field. And there was a beautiful kind of tumbleweed moment when I was doing a radio interview, when I was asked which one man-made object could I not live without? At which my answer was a corkscrew in the end. How else would you open your bottle of wine? Are you working on something new? Absolutely. Yeah, the second novel in the Charlie Watkins series takes up immediately where the Cubit Quest leaves off. And a little bit of sort of trivia is that I actually completed the second part before the first part. So with a few tweaks, it should be good to go. Anything you want to say to followers of this blog who are just stopping by? Yeah, in one sentence, the Cubit Quest is a roller coaster of a ride, of an adventure. Get a ticket, hop on board, and enjoy the ride. Thank you.